Hello and welcome to Ascending Without Wings. My name is Raina. This will be a general reading for those of you that are kind of on the ascension path. You know you're here for a reason, and you're kind of figuring it out as you go, as we all are. But just to let you know, my main guide is Archangel Michael, and I believe at the moment the goddesses are likely to channel through me, specifically my triad. Today, I have been told. And for those of you that don't know me, I have all the clairs. I've had them for a while. So yeah, aside from that, let's try and get on with this reading. Ooh. Okay, so you have the Queen of Wands. I'm just going to do a freestyle reading just so that whatever needs to come out can come out, and Michael and the goddesses can lead. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, two major arcanas already. You've got the Queen of Wands, the Emperor, and the Fool. So Queen of Wands, very, very passionate. It's actually a white cat on this card, which I'll show you in a moment. But I don't feel like the cards are quite done yet. Have this one. Then we have the Three of Wands. It's good, kind of good. They're waiting for your ships to come in after having taken a leap of faith. So, I believe... Sorry, cards flying everywhere. I'm just going to have to check these. Is correct. Okay. Anything? Alright, so we have the Queen of Wands, the Emperor, the Fool, Three of Wands, and then the Ace of Swords, and the Five of Wands, and Nine of Pentacles. I think we have one more. Ending with the Devil. Okay. And the bottom of the door, Dark is King of Swords. So that's good, because that's kind of where you're headed towards the end of this little thing. And this is going to be from, let's say, today to the next week. This is what you're looking at. So, starting off with the Queen of Wands. As I said, it is a cat. Yeah, basically, Queen of Wands is very, very passionate, but she's kind of like just figured out who she is and what she's about, and she's getting her bearings and really finding her inner fire, her or him. I'm not being gender specific, but it's just the energy of a more feminine energy, obviously. Sorry, I have to remind myself I'm speaking to spiritual people here that will actually know what I'm talking about. So yeah, with the Queen of Wands, it's kind of like you just figured your stuff out and you're starting to get comfortable in your own skin, working it all out. I believe the next stages of your progress you're moving into is like the Emperor, and I just heard higher self-embodiment. So it's kind of like you've done a lot of healing and a lot of growing, shed past life karma, all of that kind of stuff, and now you're about to start embodying your higher self. That can be really, really scary. And I'm saying that just purely because you have the Fool as the following card. So, yeah, I wouldn't say it's scary if it wasn't for the Fool, because it requires a leap of faith from you. It's kind of like you can feel it in your heart, you can feel it in your soul, but your brain's going, no, this is crazy. Fuck, no, nah, this is not for me. Yeah, it is. If you feel it in here and you feel it in your solar plexus, my dear, it is all for you. It doesn't matter who you are. The mind can turn into a monkey and carry on like an idiot, but when the heart and the soul are in sync and they know what's up and they agree, and you kind of take that leap of faith, which is going to be required of you, is basically like just that little split second moment of courage is all it takes to change things. And speaking of which, is kind of like just before I started here, it's like, this has been important. I've known about this channel needing to be done since 2017, but get all makeupified, everything, and then something pops up, emotional trigger. Ah! No, I ain't gonna cry with this stuff on. Okay, so using light working skills, all of that, clear yourself, all of that, all of that. I keep saying that. I think I know. You know what I'm trying to say. It just takes a moment of courage to sort of go, you know what, this and this are in the right place. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do what I came here to do, because it's almost like once you take that leap of faith, you'll be waiting for your ships to come in. Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in. The guy is standing there holding onto a pole and just staring out, waiting for something to happen. I don't think you'll be in a state of waiting. It's kind of like something that you've either already gotten the ball rolling or you put feelers out for, but I think you're lacking the courage to really take that step to next level it. So whatever this leap of faith is, you need to take it. And I feel like it could be an opportunity that comes up. I'm going to actually clarify that because I feel it might be cause for clarification at the moment. Michael, can you please clarify the fool? Please clarify. Cool. Yep, the Empress. So yeah, the Empress is an extremely fertile, very abundant person. This is a self-made millionaire practically, you know, like a person that's built their empire from scratch. And you've actually got the Nine of Pentacles, which is Nine of Pentacles is the stepping stones, building blocks to this. So this is basically where you're headed should you take this leap of faith, my dear. Whatever it may be, whatever form it comes in, take it and you'll know. It won't be coming from here. It'll be coming from in here. You know it. When your body is, and all your spidey senses, as I like to call them, your clairs, whatever gifts you have, your abilities, your intuition, if it's saying, go for it, don't let this come in and derail you or rattle you or anything like that. It is an amazing time for anyone on a spiritual path to start something really amazing for themselves, because a lot of us came here to actually impact other people, and we're scared to do that because we're kind of like, well, I couldn't impact myself, how am I going to impact other people? We were born for this. We were purely and simply born for this. Okay, somebody needs to hear this. It's like you're doing what I was doing a week ago. It was just sitting there in your own self-doubt. Okay, I wasn't thinking while I was doing this, but we had to get a card. So, is this to clarify the Three of Wands? Okay, so it looks like with the Three of Wands, it's going to be a case of you're going to be spoilt for choice. But be careful, okay? This card very, very clearly tells you to be careful. You might have plenty of options available, but when you look carefully at these options, what do you have? One's a snake. Is it a venomous snake? One looks like a blade covered over with a cloth. So if you grab it in the wrong way, you're going to cut yourself open, aren't you, my lovely? You know, another one's a pretty lady, so hey, that's good. Another one's a castle, nice. One's got some jewelry and a wreath, but hey, last one's got a dragon. So I think I've made my point. Is with the Three of Wands, whatever this leap of faith is that you're taking, there will be a lot of options available to you. Don't let the ego get all caught up in all that glitters is gold kind of stuff. If it seems too good to be true, trust your intuition. Right now, the best thing that you can do for yourself and anybody else is to trust your inner guidance at any cost at all times, okay? Because in here and in here is where the truth is. Outside of you, there's a lot of distortion, there's a lot of misinformation, you know, media, energy, EMF, all of that, it affects us. All right, so a lot of light workers and a lot of starseeds are getting really, really sensitive. Like I even pulled a card earlier, a goddess card that was saying that I'm highly sensitive. I need to be careful about the environments, the chemicals, and the kind of people and energies I'm exposing myself to. It's like, okay, yeah, I understand that. Maybe my caffeine intake has been a little high for the last few days. It might explain why I can't sleep. But this is what I mean. You know what's happening within you, yeah? Make sure you're grounded, centered, and follow your own guidance, because I feel like you're still going to have a little bit of self-doubt at this. I almost feel it, like this little trembly in the solar plexus, like, oh, I don't know, but little old me, can I do it? Yeah, you can. If you're having trouble at all, ask Archangel Michael to take all of your fears and your worries away. Surrender them to him. Consciously surrender them to him, and he will take them and he will annihilate them for you, and you can get on with what you came here to do. Okay, because we're all needed right now. Whatever you're called to do, whatever you're feeling guided to do, you should do it. Not just for yourself, but for everybody, for the rest of us, because we love you, and we all came here to help each other, and we all came here to do something amazing. So if we all do our own little bit, and we can support each other and prop each other up and give each other a little pat on the back, then so be it. Funny. I say that and I look down and I see the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is all about divinely guided truth. It's divine justice as well in some cases, because, you know, swords is definitely an Archangel Michael card. Ace of Swords is very much an Archangel Michael card as well. So I was just telling you to connect with him. That would be him being cheeky. and showing off since I do channel him. So yeah, with the Ace of Swords, you're going to be coming into your own truth, your inner truth, the truth of who and what you are. I feel like you're blocking yourself because of your own self-doubt and fear and things like that. But if you do sort of ask your guide, even your guardian angel, if you're not comfortable with Archangel Michael, he's an intense energy, I understand that. But ask your guardian angel, whoever your guides are, just surrender your fears and your doubts to them and just surrender to your higher self. Okay. The one thing I picked up from a cryon channeling that was the most amazing thing that helped me level up like a crazy person, excuse me, was actually saying I surrender to my higher self for my highest good on a daily basis. And at one stage, when I was bored, I'd walk around literally chanting it all day in my head. Um, Needless to say, I've had my female higher self and my male higher self now embodied. So it works beautifully. And because you are coming into a stage of higher self embodiment, you're doing all your work, my friend. And if you really want that courage and you want to surrender to your higher self, do it. It's your free will. That's the only thing that's stopping you. Okay? If you don't want to, then that is entirely your choice. And the universe and your entire team, everybody still loves you and they respect your free will. But you step up and you do what you came here to do. You're not just doing it for yourself or me or the 510 whoever. I'm not even putting numbers on it. You know what I mean? Like the people in your reality, the people in your consciousness. It's not just about them. There's such a bigger picture here. And it's almost like ask them to show you or ask them to fill you in on what it is that you came here to, how you are, which jigsaw piece of the puzzle you are. Okay, because I feel like that will be that's when you come into your own inner truth, is when you realize who you are and why you came here. Okay, because I believe some of you have no idea who you are on the other side of the veil, and that's gonna rock your world. Okay, it really is. Okay, it's funny how we have the Ace of Swords and then we've got the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is traditionally about petty infighting. It's about conflict, pretty much, and jealousy and rivalry and, the pecking order kind of thing. Who's the boss? I can, manipulate you. I can control you. No. You, my friend, are going to be embodying your higher self. So the games, the manipulation, the energy vampirism for some reason just popped into my head. Funny, I clarify it with the exact same card. So that card actually depicts it so much better. If you're an empath, you'll be able to feel the petty, lame. It's like a bunch of children fighting over nothing. Okay? That's basically it. That's what's gonna be coming down the line once you start embodying your higher self and all these wonderful options start presenting themselves in your life. There is going to be a bit of negative energy, a bit of envy coming your way, but that doesn't matter because, my friend, you're going to be standing in your power. Nine of Pentacles is your next card. So Nine of Pentacles is the happily independent, very abundant person in a very fertile garden surrounded by pentacles. And it's usually about the happily single person, the divine feminine in her standing in her empire that she's built of her own accord. He or she, him, her, whatever. I'm not being gender specific and I'm not being biased at all. It doesn't matter. It's generally depicted as a feminine energy, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles is about a strong, independent, self-built person that knows their worth, that knows who they are, who knows why they came here, and is standing in their power, building their empire. Doesn't have to have been built already. You could be just starting off and sticking those little blocks into the foundation. Every day, one little block into the foundation. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it. Eventually, after a month, whatever it may take, you'll have the level of your foundation, won't you? Gotta start somewhere, my friends. I'm going to clarify that because I feel like there might be a bit more to it, Michael. Nine of Pentacles, please clarify. Don't get bored, okay? We're clarifying it with the Four of Cups. I understand why we're clarifying it with the Four of Cups, okay? A lot of us that are on spiritual paths have had some pretty cray-cray lives. We've been very popular, we've had social lives, we've had adventures that most people wouldn't have had. But when these two cards come together as Nine of Pentacles and then the clarifier being the Four of Cups, which is about being bored with the offer of divinely guided love or something that has come from above. When we've been such 3D people, it can be hard to be like, oh yes, love and light, oh meditation, oh angels, la 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 la. What about the real world? Because the reason why I say that, and trust me, I've previously battled addiction myself. The devil. This can be addictions to people, places, things, substances. It doesn't matter. It can also be about narcissistic behavior. It can be about codependent behavior, something like that. When you're standing in your power and you're shining like a freaking supernova, all the moths are going to be coming, my dear. Okay? So it's moth to a flame. The brighter you shine, the more bugs you're going to attract. And trust me, the last year of my life, I've been attacked on a constant basis by, people just being utilized and manipulated by not such positive energies to mess with me because I am a light worker trying to get back on my path. And I was very much derailed for quite a while there. But now it's kind of like, I don't care. I came here to do something. I know that. And I'm not stuffing it up because I ain't coming back to this rodeo again. This is my last time. Not coming back. All right. So I've said this in previous readings, but the people watching this will probably not know that. Some of the ramblings that come out of me, I realize later, actually have a purpose, and it may make sense to you guys. I've had a bit of a crazy life myself, so I try and be respectful about the things that I say, but if I do make jokes about it, I'm only making jokes at my own adventures and experiences, so please do not be offended, please. Alright, just gonna... Cool. Seven of Swords. Oh my god. Okay, Five of Swords is actually the clarifier for the Devil card. So once again, conflict. Like, it's this to me is like the sociopath kind of narcissist card. That's clarifying the devil. So I feel like when you're standing in your power, you are gonna have either exes or people that you've known in the past, that you've had associations with in the past, possibly, trying to creep back in, just purely because they're seeing you shine. And they're like, I want a piece of that. I want to energy vampire that. I want to go hemorrhage that awesome, amazing light and love that this person is beaming. Because, hey, I ain't got none of my own because I'm too low vibe and I'm not going to rise above anything. I'm just going to stay in this little nasty ass energy that I want to surround myself in. It really feels like it is a person. I don't feel like this is about habits or lifestyle or addiction or anything like that. I really feel like it is about narcissistic exes or old friends or people that you have shed in the last few years through your spiritual progress. And you know what? If you want to let these people back into your life, do. But all I have to say is you know where their frequency is at and you know where your frequency is going. So when you're going like this and they're just going like this, do you think your paths are ever going to meet, man? Like I had to say that to myself recently about my twin and be like, all right, not doing the inner work, not meditating, not connecting at all with their team, all of that, not listening to their team at all, even when I can hear the guide saying, oi, don't, and they do. And I've surrendered to my thing. I had to realize the divide was only getting bigger, and I had to accept that and deal with it. It's not easy, but we all do it. And I know a lot of people recently with coronavirus, etc. Everybody's gone through similar things. But know your worth. Know you came here for a much bigger purpose than just to be hanging with, a few people that may or may not realize your worth. And know that there is a whole big soul tribe out there that absolutely adores you, that came here to help you do what you've come here to do. And you have got this, my friend. Okay, so to end this reading, I'm going to pull some Moonology cards, because I love these cards. They're very short and sweet, simple messages, but just some advice, because it looks like an interesting but challenging week for you. And, like, the astrology, the energy, everything. It's getting kind of crazy. So, let's see. Okay. The answers you need are coming. Haha. Full moon in Gemini. It's the first card that came out. Let's say 3. I like 3. It's a good number. Here, that one. No more, please. That's it. Okay. So we had the answers you need are coming. Oops. Full moon in Gemini. I'm not sure if you can see that. Sorry. Okay. So that's awesome because we've all been feeling kind of lost. Ooh, waiting moon. What do you need to release? I believe this is kind of like the person that's in that devil card or people. Don't know. Could be anything. Haha. And to end it off on a beautiful note, we have new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. See? All your inner work, all your healing, all your digging deep, all you're doing is keeping you on the right path. You're doing what you came here to do, my friend. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Because it is a beautiful thing. And it's doing good things for you. Alright. And to end this, I'm going to pull a goddess card from the goddess guidance deck. Since Michael and the goddesses are in the house, we'll pay their respects. Alright, goddesses, who would like to add something to this message, please? Well, a few too many cards, I think. Alright, so those two. I can just feel it's those two. Okay, we go there. So we have Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. I love how these oracle cards always confirm what's been said in the reading. Take that in, my friends. Take that in. The owl. Okay. That owl says it all. Imagine that owl is in your heart or your soul. Okay. And it's trying to guide you. Let it. Stay centered in your body long enough to be able to feel the intuition and the guidance. Get a pendulum if you have to check stuff. Oh my goodness. I keep my pendulum practically attached to me. Like, I may seem a bit fruity, but I don't care. If my clairaudience is a little bit fuzzy, I don't want to stuff up. I'm a little OCD about not messing up why I came here. And I know it might sound weird, but I really don't want to come back and do this again. And the other goddess card that you have is Kuan Yin, compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Exactly. One thing I know about judgment, and I've learnt this the hard way, is if you are still judging yourself, you will fear the judgment of others. So stop being so hard on yourself. Everything that you did and everything that you were and everything that you believed in once upon a time, you needed to be that person to be who you are today. Okay, so don't be hard on yourself. Don't judge yourself. Don't sit there and think, who's going to listen to me? Who's going to want to know? You know, we live in a time where people need to feel like there's somebody else on the same planet, so to speak. You know, somebody else experiencing the same thing. Somebody else writing out the same experience. And a lot of people, thanks to the world of TikTok and social media, are surprised that there are hundreds of thousands of people all over the world going through the same thing. And now there are millions of us waking up to our purpose and to the fact that we came here for a bigger thing than just to exist and reproduce and go. And most of us have known it since we were young. And we've been made to believe other things. We've been made to believe that, living in 3D, making money, having a house, all that material stuff is the end all and be all, and that's all there is. Well, my friend, that thing that you knew in here all your life is now about to become a reality. So take that deep breath and take your leap of faith that's going to be coming up this week for you, whatever it is. Do it, okay? Because if it makes your heart and soul jump the second it comes up, you'll know it's for you. Okay? Thank you very much for joining me. I really hope this resonated and it helps. And once again, if you're having trouble with fear or any lack of courage, Archangel Michael's your man. He is the leader of the Legion of Light. He's head of all angels. He's also known as the Angel of Death. So, he's a big protector as well. If you're feeling never so anxious or fearful of haters or anything at all. He is the ultimate go-to because he is the protector of all. Okay, so thank you very much. I'll see you next week. Bye.